When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of our heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engines!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. I am Richard Harrison. Joining me in the booth is Miss Amanda. Miss Amanda, how are you doing this evening?
I am great, Richard. I don't know about you, but the weather here is nice and rainy.
Well, it's nice and rainy for me also, so hopefully weather won't affect any type of streaming, but just letting y'all know it is in the area. But tonight, you know, Fort Wide is bringing us to Charlotte Motor Speedway, and that is the home of the flags of Folds of Honor. And, you know, they're going to be ramping these ARCA cars around this track. So tonight should be a pretty exciting race, as these ARCA cars are unpredictable at this track. How you feeling about it?
You know, I'm thinking we're gonna have a really good race tonight, Richard. And four wide never disappoints. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe, if I remember correctly, this is the race league. Oh, that was an ugly crash. I don't know if you saw it. The number 12 just decided to
No, I did not catch it. And you know what? While I
oh,
am
you should definitely, let me see if we can go pull that up. Number 12 just went head on into a barrier. He completely missed the pits.
let's see if I can pull what you're pulling up. Oh yeah, his car's totally destroyed.
Yep.
All right, but while we are at it, so that is one key factor that we do want to point out. And I know there is no car sound. I do have it muted. But cars will be loose on entry, loose early in the runs, especially on cold tires. Will be easy to overdrive the car and abuse the tires. Look for Fast and Furious racing after green flag and restarts. Should be a great race with great action throughout the field. So we'll definitely be looking throughout the field for that action, and they are getting ready to go into qualifying. So let's tune into a little bit of this qualifying session, and let's see who's gonna take the track first. And let me get my camera controller up.
All right.
And it looks like Michael Taylor is gonna be on the track, and let's take a ride with Michael Taylor. Oh. And already the 99 is getting loose. I see that you are watching him. Michael Taylor getting loose, hitting the apron. So it's gonna be interesting to see who qualifies first. Like I said, these colder tires are gonna upset that car early, so they're gonna want to take it easy, maybe slower. It's gonna be faster here than I remember.
You're probably right, Richard. Your mic sounds completely different from your usual headset. What?
Yes.
Lord. You gotta go fix stuff again already.
Well, at least I have it this time. All right, but while they are qualifying, let's go in and take a look at our.
Yes. Yes. That's my car. Um, you completely missed Ray Courtney. Oh, did you? Oh. 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 Yeah, it's no, too loud or it's not loud enough. Lucy Nunemacher. In 10th, we got Grant Turner with 54 points. 11th, we got Matt Mingo with 52. Sitting in 12th is the number 22, Jack Nunemacher with 49 points. Then we've got in 13th position Willie Everham with 48 points. In 14th, we got Jeffrey Rudick with 47. Tied with him at 14 as well as Michael Taylor, again with 47. 16th position, did we skip 15? I guess we did. So, so, uh, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna verbally correct this as we go. In 15th position, we've got Ron Felton with 46 points. In 17th, we've got Trevor Keith with 44 points. 18th, we've got Jesse Singleton with 42. And in 19th, actually, it's gonna be 18th. I'm reading it and I completely just lost it there. 18th is Robert Gray with 38 points. So Ron Felton's actually 15. Trevor Keith is 16. Jesse Singleton is going to be 17, and Robert Gray is going to be 18th. 19th does not actually exist at this point. Ah, that's not fair. That's not fair. Listen, y'all cannot take up the Air Force method of counting, okay?
Well, I think they did.
You cannot skip numbers just because. It still
Well,
needs to be there. It's like the finger trick. You know the dad joke, I'm missing a finger? You still have 10 fingers. Just because we don't see it doesn't mean you don't have it.
All right, so we've watched these guys, wrestle around with these ARCA cars, So last week, we picked our winners. This week, it is anybody's race. It is 150 laps. They have a stage break at lap 40. They have 60% of fuel. They do have 4 sets of tires because this track does eat up tires in one fast repair. So a total of 5 sets of tires. It could play out to be a tire strategy. If we see a lot of cautions, they won't put a lot of wear on those tires. But if we see these long runs, Charlotte is known for some long runs. So still, you might want to hold on to a set for the end because as these tires wear out, those cars get looser. It is going to be a nightmare to try to handle these cars. So you might want to save a set for the end of the race. But it looks like everybody is wrapping up qualifying. I don't see really anybody. Well, Lucy is on the track. Jesse Singleton is on the track. Jesse Singleton, I look for him to be a big mover in this race. Right now he is sitting down there towards the 9th position. So I look to see him move up. He didn't have a great night in the trucks on Friday, but he definitely knows how to handle these ARCA cars, so I look for him to be a big mover of the race.
Billy Davison out there making his laps prior to the race in his SpaceX car.
Oh, the Tesla. The Tesla's out. Let's take a look at the Tesla.
The Tesla is on. Actually, he's hitting the pits now.
The butt kicker SpaceX Tesla.
That is a hell of a combination, Richard.
That is. Well, as these ladies and gentlemen get done with their qualifying, let's go ahead and take a moment for our national anthem. I love it. I do love the national anthem that they picked. I like the heavy metal version. So let's go ahead and remove our hats and stand and let's play that national anthem. All right, we are back. I love that version of the national anthem, and I just noticed something, Amanda. And you ready for this? Oh, she disappeared on me once again. Well, while she disappeared, we are gonna get ready to roll through the qualifying order. All right, and it looks like that 12. I'm sorry. The 99 of Ray Courtney did take the pole with Peter Stewart, and at 111, he is going to be driving that Cinnamon Toast Crunch car, one of Amanda's favorite picks, and there it is. Michael Taylor in the 98, he is going to take a third. Fourth is going to be Zach Stevens. He is not loaded in yet, or I'd be able to show you his ride. Fourth is going to be Sean Anderson. Let's see if he is loaded in. Yes, there he is. Let's go to his rear chase view. There he is, Mr. Sean Anderson, driving that Kellogg's Corn Flakes. Or, I'm sorry, Frosted Flakes.
The Flakes, get it right.
Yeah, Willie Hebernham, he is going to be coming in a sixth. Robert Gray, he is going to be coming in a seventh. Billy Davison in that butt kicker Tesla, he is going to be coming in eighth. Ninth is going to be Lucy Nudemacher.
10th is going to be Jesse Singleton. 11th is going to be Chase Greer. 12th will be Ron Fenton. 13th is going to be Jack Nudemacher. 14th is Jeffrey Rudick. And 15th is going to be Matt Mingo.
So we got 3 cereal brand cars tonight. We got Cinnamon Toast Crunch, we got the Frosted Flakes, and we have Corn Flakes.
Listen, who invited cornflakes to the party? Who?
Well, I don't know.
Who invited the cornflakes to the party is what I want to know, because, you know, we got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They're yummy. We got Frosted Flakes. They're good. They're good. But cornflakes, they don't have no taste to them. Just saying. There is no flavor to the cornflakes.
If you put enough sugar on it, it kind of tastes all right.
Well, see, therein lies the problem, Richard. You have to add the sugar. You better add like a half a cup of sugar to make it good.
All right, got Mark Stevens out there saying, "Go Zach." Got the Canadian Banana out there watching the stream while driving. I don't know how safe that is, but trying to figure out if audio is good. And it looks like we are about ready to go. Green flag racing, and there it is. Green flag is out, and that 99 is going to take off like a rocket. With the 111 outside. Now the outside lane is a kind of a dominant lane here that I look for cars to get loose very early on in the run, you know, with those cold tires. But we'll go back towards the back and see how everything is looking. There is Billy Davidson. He is going to be fighting with the 19. And there he is. He is going to be fighting for that 8th position. And right now he is going to take over. I'm sorry, the 7th position. He is going to be able to take it over as they cross over the start-finish line. The 19 is going to be able to take it back on that outside lane. They are 2x2, and look at Ray Courtney. He is going to be out there already. And I got to get rid of that green flag. There we go. And we are on lap number 2, and they are pretty much 2x2 from about, looks like 9th on back. 13 getting a little bit loose, coming off the corner in the middle of turn number 4, coming to the front stretch. It looks like he's going to hang on to it. Oh my goodness, I do not like that.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing on this. just some of the updated controls. Well, Ray Courtney has extended his lead. Now draft is going to be a factor here, and I hope that part of it is but draft is going to be a big factor here, and I'm going to let you tell me what you're seeing.
Listen, I got my eyes on my Cinder front car. And I don't know if you're seeing on your end, but it looks like Ray Courtney glitched out for a second there.
I think I did see him glitch once or twice, but we really do have a good battle that's heating up between the 47, the 98, and the 14. The 14 riding that low line. No, so far those colder tires have really held on as far as grip wise, and I haven't seen anybody break loose like we thought we were going to see early on in the race. So that could be due to track temperatures and stuff like that. But so far, Kellogg's Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, number 14, Sean Henderson, he is hanging on to that 5th position. Robert Gray going to be up 1 position in that number 3. Firehouse Subs riding around in 6th. So everybody has gotten spread out very early on. And there you see Jesse Singleton. He started in the 10th position. He is still hanging on to 10th. He got a little bit of a challenge. He's challenging that 63, just a little bit of Lucy Newmacher. He is riding that high line. She kind of took the line away from him, and I thought he was going to do a crossover, but he was not able to get there as they went into turn number 1 and out of turn number 2. They are pretty much lined up. And we got 54, 63, and the 51.
Not a whole lot going on. It's exciting up in the front. Let me look through here and see what we have going on. We've got the 47 and the 98 battling for what position are they at? 3rd and 4th. So Michael Taylor and Zach Stevens.
Yeah, that was a good on that high side. You got the 98 taking the low lane. And like I said, tires going to be a big factor. How much abuse can these tires take? As we will see a caution lap or a stage break at lap 40. So we'll be able to go in and see how the tires are wearing and who is going to be abusing those tires. But as of right now, these cars are nice and fast, as these 3 out front have kind of broken away just a little bit. We got about 3 tenths of a second between Courtney and Stewart. And then you have Stevens. He is trying to close that gap. He is about 7 tenths of a second away from the leader, about 4 tenths away from Stewart. So he is working those tires very hard early on as we reach lap 10. How long can those tires hang on with him kind of abusing them a little bit?
Richard, your sound keeps blinking out on my end. I don't know if it's like that for the audience, but you keep blinking out. So you might better check in with Wi-Fi.
McDonald's Wi-Fi is good because I'm actually watching the YouTube channel.
Okay. How is it doing that?
I do not know.
It keeps popping up the ninja thing on my screen. Like, I don't need that.
Yeah, it's kind of good. It's kind of low though. I hear it on the screen, so I'm going to bump my sound up just a little bit.
Okay. So, picking drivers for the night, Richard. Have you thought about who you're picking for tonight?
Well, sounds like you got the 99 locked down. So.
Oh no! You can have that one because Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What about?
So I'm going to go with Michael Taylor. Michael Taylor is running in the 4th position. He is down 1 spot from where he started, and he's got a little bit of challenge from Robert Gray. Robert Gray is trying to take over that 4th spot, and Robert Gray is actually the biggest mover of the race right now. But if I had to choose, I'm going to say, let's take Michael Taylor. Michael Taylor has not had the best finishes, but tonight he looks pretty strong, and I'm going to see what he can do.
Well, you know, I'm gonna go with. You know, I had a second ago and it just left me. I had it a second ago and it left me. Disposable thought. So that's CRS kicking in.
CRS, yes, I know all about that CRS.
Yes. You know what? I'm gonna go with the 54 of Billy Davidson. We're going with the Tesla.
Going
See how
with
the
the
Tesla-
Tesla. Okay.
Yes. Now, if you have to pick serial cars, which car are you picking?
If I had to go with a serial car, you know, I'm gonna have to say Sean Anderson.
Well, I'm going with Peter Stewart. Again.
And there you see Sean Anderson. He is trying to get by Zach Stevens in that 47. 47 is riding that high line, and the high line might be the line that is going to save the tires tonight, as we are at lap 15 of 150. So, you know, there is a lot of racing to go. Some of these guys could be hanging back, saving those tires, but we'll have to see how this plays out. Justin Singleton, he is now up to the 8th position. He is about 5 seconds back from the leaders, and it goes all the way back to Rudick, which is 11 seconds. Rudick needs to find a little bit of speed here. He's got Fitton right there in front of him in that number 13. So he's got a little bit of room to work his way up, but he's still about 3 to 4 seconds back from the 22 of Jack Nudemarker. Nudemarker running pretty good. He is right now in the 12th position. He's got a few cars in sight, which is going to be Chase Greer, Billy Davidson, and Lucy. They are pretty much right there in his windshield, so he might be able to make up a few positions here if he plays his cards right. And we'll go back to a better view, and there you see that 3 car. He is trying to make his way up to second position. Oh, and he blinked out. He's playing peekaboo with the other drivers. So the 3 might have a little bit of internet connection issues, but it looks like it is straightened up, and he is trying to make some moves as he has closed in on the leaders. He is now about 0.4 of a second back from Stewart. So could he be using his tires up early and, you know, and are the leaders saving what they have and not running their cars so hard? We'll have to see how this plays out as we are at lap 18. We got 22 laps left to go in the stage, and already looks like we have a challenge for the second position, and Peter Stewart might be going back to third.
Oh, no. But, you know, Richard, it is early on in this race, so kind of one of those only time will tell.
Yeah, only time will tell. And go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was about to say, and he is able to make that pass very easily, so.
He did, and he's already put a gap between him and the 111 of Peter Stewart.
So the 99 is riding way up close to that wall, and look how much Robert Gray, I'm gonna say Richard, Robert Gray has caught up to the leader. It's not you driving. No, it's not me. I wish it was. And here we go. We are about to have a battle for the top spot. And he is blinking in and out. He's going to take the low lane, and as the 99 is going to take the high lane. Now
low
this is scary.
This is, you know, the good thing about this, Richard, is he is in a position now where when he blinks out, it's not going to hurt anybody. I would really be concerned if he was back in the Hornets' nest of cars. And there he goes, taking that lead position from Ray Courtney. But is Ray Courtney going to let him keep it?
Yeah, and not too far behind him is going to be that 19, the 111, and the 14. They are pretty much nose to tail. Not making up much time on the leaders. They're about 1.4 seconds back from the leader as, you know, the 14 is looking to the inside and maybe trying to take a position away from old Mr. Cinnamon Toast Crunch himself. And it looks like he is going to take that bottom line. And in 3 and 4, will he be able to make the pass? Yes, I believe he is going to be able to make that little slide right up behind the 19. So Peter Stewart is going to lose a position to Sean Anderson. So Frosted Flakes taking over fourth from Cinnamon Toast.
Man, I'll tell you what though, this little battle they got going on up front.
Yeah, that is a really good battle. I'll keep an eye on that while I go back through the field and see what's going on back here.
All right.
It looks like I think a lot of these drivers were saving their tires because you see some of these guys, moving back, but you see some of them, catching the rest of the field, like the 51 of Singleton. He is moving up, slowly but surely.
Yes, he is. And it looks like Robert Gray is putting some distance between him and the 99 Ray Courtney right now. It was neck and neck, and Robert Gray said, you know what, let's just go, and he's just cruising out.
Well, at this track, it is a semi-draft dependent track. So I'm going to say they are going to be working together just to create a little bit more distance, or maybe not, because I just saw a battle. Where is that? There it is right there. So Sean Anderson is going to try to take over the third position from Evernham. Evernham was on the top line, and Anderson took the bottom in 3 and 4, and he was able to overtake the 19. And going into 1 and 2, it looks like it's going to be all 14. So tonight, he's doing great. Was that a better Tony the Tiger?
No, that was a much better Tony the Tiger.
Okay. Lucy Nunemacher, she is riding around in the 9th position, pretty much right there where she started. She got Jesse Singleton right there in front, so she does have a car that she can put up a challenge for a position, and that's going to be Singleton. Now she could put enough pressure on him to get him to make a mistake. You see that she is riding the lower line. It looks like Jesse has a better off corner as they come out of turn number 2, but she is right there within grasp of that 8th position. So I don't think Tesla was built for NASCAR, but Billy Davison, working his Tesla ride all around this track, and he does have that butt kicker sponsor. Glad to have them on board. And while we are green flag racing, I think we got a couple read-offs. So you want to take that away?
That we do. I sure can. Oh, I'm already on the screen. I'm a genius tonight. Go find the screen. Just kidding. It's already there. All right. So now a word from one of our sponsors of 4 Wide, Debbie. Debbie is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics. Debbie is formulated for anyone who wants to focus without the jitters or a crash. Just mix one rounded scoop with 6 to 8 ounces of cold water and shake. Unlike other energy drinks in our category, Debbie prides itself on actually developing a clean energy formula that is free from fillers. Use code 4WIDE, and that's the number 4, WIDE, for 10% off orders. All commissions will go towards the league funds.
And we did have a new... Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say.
Listen, let me do my job. Let me do my job, sir. Butt kicker. Butt kicker plus sim racing equals pro level immersion. Butt kicker Haptech hardware and software deliver the most accurate and highest fidelity sim racing tactile feedback possible via in-game audio and telemetry data. Experience deep immersion by actually feeling the vehicle suspension, track surfaces, engine RPMs, tire grip, and more. Precise haptic feedback for your simulator, faster driving, more immersion, and more control. Without haptic feedback, you're missing a key component for accurate vehicle control. Just like you wouldn't drive without a force feedback wheel, driving without haptic means you're leaving vehicle control information on the table. By adding haptic feedback, you're able to intuitively and accurately feel critical events like wheel slip and lock and push corners right up to the limit of traction. It's not just more fun, it's critical for racers of all levels that want to drive faster and more consistently. And we have a new one tonight. Daytona Hydro Dip. Hydro dipping, or hydrographics, also known as immersion printing, water transfer imaging, water marbling, or cubic printing, is a method of applying print designs to three-dimensional surfaces. The resulting combination may be considered decorative art or applied art. DHD offers a variety of services including hydro dipping, custom painting, and cosmic chroming. A number of different things can be hydro dipped, including auto and bike parts, golf carts, sporting goods, and miscellaneous and household items. Visit DHD at South Daytona or go to DaytonaHydroDip.com, or you can also send them an email at DaytonaHydroDip1@gmail.com, or give them a call directly at 386-361-3665.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, it looks like our leader has extended his lead out to about a half a second, and it looks like Anderson has taken over. Sean Anderson has taken over the second position away from Ray Courtney. So Ray Courtney has fallen back to 1.9 seconds, so he has driven the wheels off of that car already. So here at lap 34, it looks like Sean Courtney is going to give up that second position. We already seen a few take the pits already, and it looks like quite a few others are going to go into the pits. And let's see if we can't catch a look at the pits. There is Sean Anderson. Looks like the 19 is going to be in. So 2 cars in. It looks like somebody else is coming in. Who is that going to be? I think that is going to be Rudick.
Oh, wait. I was going to say, are we talking about who's hitting the pits?
Yes.
Yeah, you got several that have hit the pits.
Yep,
Sean Anderson, Willie Abraham, Jeffrey Rudick. Abraham is back out of the pits. Robert Gray and Ray Courtney are hitting the pits as well.
So we got a new leader, and that is going to be that 111, and that is your pick for this evening. And that 111, he is going to stay out. Now we will see that caution fly at lap 40. So does he have enough fuel, or is he going to bring it in? Nope, he's going to bring it in this time. So he stayed out as long as he could at lap 36. Coming to 37, he is going to go ahead and take his pit. Now will that turn everything back over to Robert Gray? Robert Gray is just now exiting pits. Here he comes. He's going to hit that cone, and now he's going to slowly get back on the track. And it looks like Evernham is going to be right there in second, with Stevens right there pushing him through turn number 3 and 4. So Robert Gray just got out just in time to keep that lead, as they are probably going to pass Stewart right about now. Well, we got more big movers. Not only is Robert Gray up 6 positions, we got the 51. Remember I said Jesse Singleton, he was going to make a statement here, and there he is up to 4th. Now you got the 40 going, he is going to go a position down from where he was. He was riding in 5th, and Sean Anderson, and that is going to be Chase Greer. Sean Anderson decided he wanted the 5th position, so he made the pass on the low side, and now he is going to drop back to 6th place. Looks like Jesse Singleton is going to drop down a position also. So could these guys have taken fuel only just to make it to the stage break? I do believe so, and everybody else is probably going to be on those fresh tires. So this could be a good strategy for Chase Greer and Jesse Singleton, saving that set of tires for later on in the race. Amanda, what do you think?
You know, I think you're right on them grabbing gas and just going until the stage break at this point. And it's going to be interesting because did I read correctly that they have 4 sets of tires instead
4 sets of tires, 5 including the set on the car. So, and it looks like we have a new leader, and that is going to be Sean Anderson. He is putting Tony the Tiger out there in front and making a statement here. Now could Robert Gray... Oh, and there is the caution for the stage break. So I believe Sean Anderson was able to take the stage at last minute away from Robert Gray. So pit road is going to be probably busy once again, as everybody that did not take tires is probably going to dive in and take tires, and probably one of those is going to be Jesse Singleton and Chase Greer. You got we'll go through the field real quick. You got Sean Anderson out front. You got Robert Gray. He is going to be sitting second. You got Willie Evernham. He is going to be sitting third. Zach Stevens is going to be sitting fourth. Ray Courtney is going to be sitting fifth. Jesse Singleton, he is going to be sitting sixth. Chase Greer is going to be sitting seventh. How about eighth there, Amanda?
Michael Taylor is going to be sitting in 8th. You've got Lucy Nunemacher in 9th. In 10th, we've got Billy Davison. In 11th, we have Peter Stewart. In 12th, we've got Jack Nunemacher. In 13th, we've got Jeffrey Rudick. In 14th, we've got Ron Felton. And 15th, we've got Matt Mingo.
I don't believe he's on track. He is
I was
out.
going to say, it's not showing him on track now.
So pit road is definitely busy as everybody is coming in and gonna get top off those tanks, and whoever did not take tires is probably going to take tires. The ones that took tires already are probably just going to do a gas and go. So I look for even though they only have a couple of laps on their tires, I look for the guys that are taking these tires now to move up through the field. And there you see the 14 took tires, so he took a gas and go, and he's out of there. Michael Taylor is the only one that stayed out. We've got Ray Courtney. He is still in his pits. It looks like he's going to take tires. Robert Gray is going to come out third due to Michael Taylor not pitting. So Zach Stevens, he is going to come out fifth. Evernham going to come out sixth. Greer is going to come out seventh, and Singleton is going to come out eighth. So the guys and girls towards the back probably are going to be on those freshest tires. So we're probably going to see them move up through the field pretty quick. All right, well, we have a new leader, and that is going to be Michael Taylor. And that is my pick for the race. So let's see if we can find him in Discord. I do not see him in Discord. All right, so we'll bring up, our biggest mover is one of them is going to be Robert Gray. So we'll talk to him during the stage. Mr. Gray, this is Richard and Amanda up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's going on?
Not a whole lot. It looks like you are making moves here early on in the race. You're out. You made it up front pretty quick, fast and in a hurry, and now you're sitting second. Tell us, how are those tires feeling on that long run?
I noticed about 15 laps, I started to kick in and start going faster. Ray's quick, but Ray always burns his tires up, and I really fried my tires when he started racing me for that 5 laps. It was a pain to get around them, but I finally did. But Sean, his tires last even longer. I know Zach, he's definitely going to be a car to beat along with Chase once he gets up here. They have really good tire wear. We were just talking about that now. So once they get up here, it should be a good battle up in the front. But I think with the way we race, we're going to have a lot of long green flag runs the rest of this race.
Well, it is definitely looking good as far as the long runs go. Everybody gets spread out. You made it out to about a half a second. Let's see how you do on this restart. It looks like you got some guys on a little bit fresher tires, some guys and girls on fresher tires. So let's see how they move through the field. But good luck on this restart. And which is better, the high line or the low line on these restarts?
Awesome. Thank you. Good job broadcasting. Appreciate y'all.
Not a problem. All right. Looks like we are getting ready to go back green flag racing. Did you disappear, Amanda?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. You have a habit of man, you're like a magician. You do a disappearing act.
It's a mom thing, Richard.
It's a mom thing. Okay, I got you.
It's a mom thing.
Well, restart should be pretty interesting as we are getting ready to go back green. Lap 45 out of 150, so we got 105 laps to go. No more stage breaks. It's pretty much going to be run what you brung all the way to the end. So will we see green flag racing all the way to the end? Will we see pit strategy play a factor? We shall see later on in the race. Getting ready to go back green. Here we go. Sean Anderson going to be taking that green flag as of right now.
Green flag.
And Sean Anderson, you got a really good restart in the three of Robert Gray. He is able to get in line with Sean Anderson on that bottom side. It looks like the 111 of Peter Stewart. He is going to try to make that bottom line work as he has the 47 up high, you know, coming out of turn number 2. That high line does carry a lot of momentum. And it looks like the 19 is going to join the 47 up high. Maybe looking to go 3 wide. No, not yet. They are going to pretty much going to keep it 2 wide as they come through the trioval. You got the 111 of Peter Stewart. He is going to lose the position as of right now. He's got about a bumper. The 47 has about a bumper on the 111 of Peter Stewart on that low lane. And there he goes. He's going to be able to make the pass and clear him. And he's got a nice little run on Sean Anderson coming down the backstretch. He is going to have that draft. Is he going to make the low line work to make the pass? Nope. I think he's just going to hang out and see how it's going to go. It looks like... I appreciate that like and follow. Well, Robert Gray has extended his lead out to about 0.4 of a second over Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson still has a lot of that 47 in his mirror, and it looks like the 47 is going to try a little crossover coming into turn number 3. And is he going to be able to make the slide job? Yes, he is. But is the 14 going to have the momentum to get back around him on that low lane? Not going to be able to get there this time. It looks like the 111 did scrape the wall right there behind him. So the 19 is going to be able to overtake Peter Stewart in that Cinnamon Toast Crunch number 111. Looks like Jesse Singleton. He is up 4 positions from where he started, and he is going to try to make that low lane work along with Chase Greer. Chase Greer, you know, doing a pretty good job himself. He's up 4 positions from where he started, but they both have Lucy Nudemaker right there behind him trying to make some moves. Here she goes. She's going to drop down to that bottom. Got Billy Davison right there behind her. They are going to be pretty much lined up on that bottom row. And now they are going to be side by side. Lucy Nudemaker is going to try to make the pass on the inside of Chase Greer in turn number 1. They are going to be side by side. Lucy is going to have a bumper out front, and she's going to be able to overtake Chase Greer for that 7th position. So she is going to be up 2 positions from where she started, and now she got Jesse Singleton right there in her front windshield. What are you seeing back there, Miss Amanda?
You know, I was actually just watching the 111 as he was battling his way around with the 19.
Well, you continue with that battle. Oh, I was about to say we're on the same battle. We know a good battle when we see it.
No. Listen, but if you look a little bit further back, the 40 is making his way up. And it looks like the 51 just went a little squirrely back there.
Yeah, and so I don't know if this is strategy, but they are racing very hard as you see the 51. Ooh, Robert Gray is blinking in and out. I'm on the leader while you're back there on this great battle. But yeah, it looks like the 51, you know, he may be saving those tires for the longer run. You see that he let the 99 right on by. He didn't really race him for that position, and Lucy was able to get by also along with the 40. So is this a good strategy to save those tires? I believe it is. Even though he has fresher tires, these guys up front are gonna use their tires up, trying to get that massive lead. And then as the long run goes through, that massive lead is going to slowly dwindle down, as we still have 98 laps, so you can definitely make up some time by saving those tires later on in the run. Zach Stevens is trying to work his way up to the front, and we heard from Robert Gray, it sounds like Zach Stevens is the guy that has the best tire saving strategy, or less wear on his tires. Might be the line that he's running, we don't know, but he is definitely catching that 3 car out front. Looks like you got a good battle behind the 14. Right there.
I do. Yep, the 99 of Ray Courtney is trying to make his way back up to the top, I'm sure. While the 40 car, Dubby of Chase Greer, is trying to keep him from making his way back up there.
I don't think he's going to be able to hold Courtney off for very long, as, you know, Courtney is right there. So I think he's going to dive down to the bottom line, coming into 3. No, he's going to be right there on that back bumper. So I've noticed that Courtney likes the top line.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to. It looks like the 19 of Evernham is going to be still riding around. He's got Peter Stewart slowly stalking the 19. Not a big gap, but just enough. You know, it's about 0.6 of a second, but that's just enough to stalk the 19. 19, if the 19 makes a mistake or gets loose at any point in time, Peter Stewart is going to be right there to take over in that 3rd position. I know you're going to be happy to see that 111 get a podium finish here tonight. So let's see what happens. All right, let's go back and see what Mr. Michael Taylor is doing. Mr. Michael Taylor, he is down 8 positions. Right now, he is the biggest loser of the race. He is down 8 positions from where he started. So hopefully he can figure out what's going on with that car, as you know, riding back in 11th, and that's not where you want to be. Everybody pretty much in a single file line coming down the backstretch all the way as far as I can see. Jack Newmacher riding around in 12th. He is up 1 position from where he started, and there is Cornflakes. Oh, Cornflakes looks like he has a lot of front end damage. And let's take a closer look at that front end damage. Yeah, he's got a lot of left fender damage. So I'm not exactly sure what happened to him, but that is definitely going to slow down that ride and mess with the handling of that car. All right. We'll let him be, let him race his race. We won't spend too much time on his car. We don't want to give him the commentator's curse. Billy Davison right there challenging Jesse Singleton for the position. So that Tesla is trying to make some moves through the field, and he's got Jesse Singleton in his sights, and Jesse Singleton actually has Lucy Nudemacher in his sights, and he is going to be able to make the pass on the bottom side, do a little bit of crossover, slide up in front of Lucy, and he is going to be able to complete the pass as they come across the start-finish line, and that is going to open the door for Billy Davison. Billy Davison wasn't looking to the inside. He decided to drop back just a little bit and get back in line, and now the 99 of Courtney, he has Jesse Singleton all over his door, his driver's side door, as he's trying to make that pass coming into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, he is going to have that position and it looks like Courtney's tires have already burned off. So the fresher tires are starting to come in as Lucy is going to try to look to the inside of that 99 also. Not going to be able to get there this time as they come into turn number 1. She is going to look a little bit lower, and there is that 54. He is going to try to follow in suit as they come down the backstretch, side by side for that position, and that is going to be for the 8th position. Amanda?
Yes, Richard.
Oh, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my
Chime
turn. Well,
in.
yeah,
Chime in.
there's not a whole lot going on except for back here behind no good old Ray Courtney.
Oh, yeah.
Who's he got? Lucy and Billy back there. Isn't yeah, Billy, that's my you know, I've hit blonde tonight, obviously, because I completely blanked on my pick for the night. Looks like Billy's gonna give Lucy a little run for her money while Lucy gives Ray Courtney a run for his money. With the 98 of who's that, Michael Taylor coming up behind them.
Absolutely, and you know, here at lap 63, now we saw them pit about, they started pitting at lap 31 before the stage, and then they pitted, you know, they pit at the stage break. So, is the tires starting to fall off relatively quickly, and are the people back here saving, you know, starting to move forward? I think that is going to be the case because Jesse Singleton, he is going to be a perfect example of that because he is back up to the 7th position. He's got Sean Anderson right there in front of him. It's not looking great for Sean Anderson as that 51 is slowly creeping up to that back bumper coming into turn 3. Go ahead. Tell me what you see. I know you got a battle right there.
I do. Sitting here watching to see what they did. So, Ray Courtney seems to be falling back quite a bit. Lucy already passed him a few minutes ago, and now he's got Billy Davison trying to get past him and stay ahead of him. Of course, we also know Ray Courtney, he's an aggressive driver.
Yeah, that's true. He is, you know, but being aggressive is probably what's making lose that little battle. Because as you heard Robert Gray say, you know, he does burn his tires off quickly. Now, could he be saving fuel for later on here in the run, going a little bit further than everybody? Because as of right now, you still have quite a few pit stops. If you only get 30 laps to a stop, you still, or I'd say 35. So you still have 3-4 more stops. So could he be, you know, just letting people by, not really racing them, you know, trying to extend those fuel laps? That could be a possibility back there in the driver's seat of Ray Court.
Possibility. Billy Davison is trying to make his way back up. You see, he's trying to make his way around Lucy, and Lucy's trying to make her way up through the ranks in this race.
Well, I'll tell you somebody that has really moved up, and that is going to be Robert Gray. He has extended his lead out to about 4.1 seconds above Evernham. Evernham was able to make it around Zach Stevens. Zach Stevens about 4.3 seconds behind Gray, but these two guys are right there within 0.2 seconds of each other, and it's still anybody's position as we reach lap 69 of 150. There's still a lot of racing left to go, and I don't think either one of these guys are ready to give up this position that easily. Great battle between the 111 and the 40. It looks like Chase Greer has got a little bit of battle from Peter Stewart. Peter Stewart and also Jesse Singleton. They are going to try the outside line, use a little bit of draft, and Jesse Singleton is going to try to make the pass on the outside. Coming into turn number 3. In turn number 3, they are going to be side by side, door to door. Coming out of turn number 4. Ooh, looks like the 40 pushed up just a little bit. Jesse Singleton was able to to keep it under control. I know that's got to be a scary move because I've seen it pretty much all day racing at Atlanta today. But the 40 is going to push up once again and almost pushing Jesse up the track, almost touching. But they did hold their line, and it looks like Jesse Singleton is going to be able to take that position right there, along with Peter Stewart taking over fourth. Amanda?
Well, I'm watching the same thing you're watching with the 111, 51, and 40.
Oh, on those minutes then, because we're on side by side. But
Oh, well then let me move.
No, a little bit further back. No, you keep an eye on that. But this right
Okay.
here is going to be the 63
Yeah,
and the 54.
Me and my Cinnamon Toast Crunch car.
Lucy has got her hands full. Got Billy Davison down on the inside, able to make the pass. That was a really good side-by-side battle. But you still got a lot of battling right there. As looks like Chase
Yes.
Greer is not going down without a fight.
And Jesse Singleton has made his way up in front of the 111 of Peter Stewart.
All right. Well, while we got a second, let's let's go to the gyro cam. Yeah, we are riding on board with Billy Davison on his gyro cam. Long Beach. We still got a pretty good battle back there, I believe. We're going to ride with Jesse Singleton, and there's Chase Greer. He is pretty much following suit with Jesse. Jesse is up 6 positions. Chase is up 6 positions. So, and Robert Gray is up 6 positions. So those 3 are your biggest movers of the race. No cautions for incidents so far, so it has been all green flag racing except for the stage break. Now it looks like Chase may have gotten a little loose coming out of turn number 2, but he got a heck of a run on that backstretch, and look how close he came to the 51 just coming off of turn number 2. So he has found some speed off the corner, and now he is getting ready to challenge for that position. If he is able to make the pass, he will be the biggest mover of the race, and that will be 7 positions. Let's go check on our leader up here. He is still way out in front. He is made it out to 4.7 seconds. Dropping Stevens back, which he was able to overtake the second position from Evernham. So he has got about 4.8 seconds back to Stevens, and Evernham is about 6 seconds back. So about a second, 1.2 seconds split second and third. So we should see a green flag pit stops. Who's going to pit early? Who's going to take the tires early and try to make up the time later on in the run? Only time will tell, and it looks like Joe Fred, appreciate the follow. Chase Greer able to make it around Jesse Singleton, and now it looks like Michael Taylor had taken the option to pit, so he is going to be in the pits. He is going to be down to 12th, and Ron Fenton, he is going to be in the pits. Ron not having the best of days. He's still back there in 14th. Believe he's on the lead lap. I don't exactly know because it says he's in the pits. Willie Evernham, he is going to bring his ride down pit road. Definitely got to make sure you get down to, I think it's 50 miles an hour for Charlotte Motor Speedway. Alright, we'll take the driver info off. Let's see what the side-by-side reveals. And where's Miss Amanda at? Oh, she's in the pits. What's that?
Who's in the pits?
You are watching the car in the pits.
Oh, sorry. You go back to my Cinnamon Toast Crunch car. Now that I want some Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, seeing some of these cars, I mean, especially Robert Gray, he has got that Firehouse, which Firehouse Subs car, which I love. Firehouse. The Hook and Ladder is one of my favorite sandwiches. Oh, and there's somebody. The 74 is in trouble. He pretty much spun it right there. Yeah, go back and take a look at that. He was pretty much trying to take the car to the infield.
All right, let's shoot. You want me to slow it down a little bit?
Yeah, slow down. You're in control. It looks like he just locked him up, but we do have a new leader, and that's going to be Jesse Singleton. Jesse Singleton is electing to stay out, and oh my goodness, he is on the brakes. Oh my goodness, I don't think he got down to pit road speed in time. Hopefully he did. Wow, that was a hard hit by the 74. We'll have to keep an eye on Jesse Singleton, because Jesse Singleton did come in locking up the brakes. He did keep the car under control, but did he speed is going to be the big
All this damage he's doing to this poor car.
All right, Jesse Singleton was able to get out of the pits, no penalties. He did get his car slowed down, so great job. 74, is he back out on the track? There he is coming out of, oh my goodness. Oh my God, did you see that?
I missed that. Which car was that?
That was Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson just went flying. So that's going to bring the caution out. We are under caution for Sean Anderson.
All right. You ready for your slow-mo?
No, not yet. Everybody is. Let me get back on the side-by-side and let Miss Amanda do our race analysis or caution analysis.
It's the crash analysis, Richard. Get it right.
Crash analysis, caution analysis.
I'm great for the crash analysis. All right, so.
Wow.
No, whoa. I just caught that because I'm catching up to it same time you are. So apparently the corn.
So I don't think Cornflakes likes Frosted Flakes.
The Cornflakes has it out for Frosted Flakes tonight. And in case you missed it, bam, there it is. There it is.
He definitely went for a ride. And
look at the damage on that bumper, Richard. That bumper is screwed. I don't think he's great anymore.
Now, so, you know, just looking at everything, okay, so he was making a move around the 99, I do believe that is. But he was above the white line, so I don't know. That might be considered his fault. Hopefully he has that fast repair so he won't go a lap down, but he may get an EOL for that as he is in the pits getting that repaired. While we are under caution, let's take a look at our sponsors real quick. We'll be right back. All right, we are back, and that is our newest. That is Forward Wide's newest sponsor, Daytona Hydro Dip. Looks like some. I've never seen that really done before, and that looks pretty awesome. The way they spray the water and pretty much create a design. But it looks like we are getting ready to go back green flag racing. And I lost my ticker for whatever reason, so we're going to have to go to the old school.
It doesn't like you. That's why you lost it.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
It doesn't like you. So, I need you to look at something, Richard.
All right, hold on one second. Let's get back to green flag racing, and we'll go do the crash and analysis. And it looks like Robert Gray is gonna be leading the pack to the green flag, and he is still bouncing in and out, and I don't know exactly why.
Green.
My tower is not working. And there it is. Green flag is out, and Robert Gray had a pretty good challenge on the outside. Number 47 with Zach Stevens. Zach Stevens is going to try to stick it on that high side. You got Chase Greer right there in the 40. He is going to be trying to make some moves along with the 47, but Robert Gray is going to tuck up to the high line along with the 19 of Willie Evernham. Willie Evernham been hanging out in the front pretty much all race long as we come to lap 87 of 150. But while we are green flag racing, and we have a little bit of caution, excuse me, not caution, but crash analysis from Samantha. What you got?
So here's what we've got, Richard. So we saw the initial crash where 74 took out the Frosted Flakes car, right?
Yep.
But watch this, where we look at the 74 car's view, okay? As he's going up, it's almost like his back end broke loose for a second, and he just kind of went down because he had no other way to go.
I think you might be right. I did see that car break a little bit loose, or what it looked like to me breaking loose.
Okay. So, yep, there is that, and you know, it's hard to tell because we can't say, you know, he was fully in the pits. He wasn't fully in the pits. He was half in the pits. But Frosted Flakes was also, he had Ray Courtney on the inside of him, so he couldn't be fully in the pits without fucking doors with Ray Courtney. So there's that.
Well, I think you might be right. You know, we'll if we do have another caution, we'll definitely go check that out. I did restart SDK, so it might take a second. But we do have the other tower to rely on. And it looks like Zach Stevens is going to be able to overtake the lead with Willie Evernham. And it looks like Robert Gray, he is going to be falling back. So he has fell back to fourth position with Willie Evernham taking over second. Ray Courtney, he is going to be taking over third. And Robert Gray going to be taking, you know, falling back to fourth position. You have Chase Greer, he is going to be back here in fifth. We have Peter Stewart. He is going to be right there in sixth, down 4 positions, but he may have taken new tires in the pits. So Billy Davidson and Sean Anderson are going to be pretty much battling it out side by side. Frosted Flakes against Tesla, the butt kicker Tesla. And they you have Sean Anderson on the high line coming out of turn number 2. He is going to have the advantage, and he is going to be able to overtake the position, moving back up to 7th after that little incident that he had that brought out the caution. Did it pop up yet? No. So SDK is decided. Oh, there it is. Yay! We got it back.
Yes.
We have it back. So.
Are you seeing this battle up in the front?
Ooh, looks like Willie Evernham is going to be taking over the lead. I'll let you call that.
So yeah, you just saw him break loose just a little bit with the back end. I wonder if he got new tires or not in that last pit, but him and Ray Courtney are currently neck and neck in the first position.
Oh,
And,
contact.
oh, Ray Courtney made contact. That might slow him down in this race. Then you got your number 3 with the Firehouse Subs right behind them, Robert Gray.
I don't believe he has any damage from that incident. I'm looking at the right front fender. I don't see any damage, so he might be all right. It might not slow him down very
It
much.
doesn't look like he has anything, but Robert Gray's taking that low line while Ray Courtney takes that high line, and they are neck and neck for that second position. But we all know that once Ray Courtney gets up there, he doesn't like to lose his top position.
You are right about that, and Willie Everhand, he has broken out to about a half a second lead as those two were battling. That gave him a little bit of breathing room between second and third. Second and third pretty much have about 0.2 of a second separating them. But how long will Ray Courtney's tires last? As we heard earlier, Ray Courtney tends to burn his tires off quicker, but has he figured out the line that he can actually save those tires? We shall see. As look who is back up in the top 5. That is going to be Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson's car went flying from a hit in the back from the cornflakes in 74, and he is back up to 4th. What an amazing job that he is doing! But our biggest mover of the race is going to be that man.
The Frosted Flakes doesn't like. No, the Cornflakes doesn't like Frosted Flakes.
That's because it's sugary goodness. I mean, come on. Everybody loves Frosted Flakes over cornflakes because it has no sugar on it. I'm telling you.
I know. But you know what's better than Frosted Flakes?
No, it's not that.
Yep. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Mr. Peter Stewart, he is challenging for that 6th position. He's going to try to take it away from Chase Greer on that bottom side. Is he going to be able to grab it this time? They are going to be side by side with the 111 having about a half a car on the 40. So the 40 is going to drop back to 6th, and the 111 is going to be able to make the slide coming out of turn number 2. The redhead?
He is making his way up. And hopefully he can make his way around those Frosted Flakes up there, because nobody likes Frosted Flakes.
Well, we do have a new leader, and that is going to be Ray Courtney. Ray Courtney was able to make it to the number 1 position, but he has Robert Gray hot on his heels, in that number 3, coming down the front stretch, and down the back stretch. Robert Gray was looking to the inside, decided to tuck it back in. Now he's going to look to the bottom of the racetrack and try to make the pass on the low line. Will he have the momentum, or will he have to battle with 99 side by side for just a little bit? And it looks like it's going to be a battle side by side coming to the start-finish line. I hope they finish this race like that in the next 50 laps, because that was pretty awesome. Side-by-side action. They are still getting at it with the 3. Going to make the slide job, moving his car up to the top. Will the 99 do the crossover? Nope, does not have the momentum to cross it over. And they have already broken out to I'd say about 6/10 of a second lead over Anderson. And Anderson has a mirror full of Stewart and Evernham. We'll go side by side and see what Miss Amanda is seeing. And there it is. She's watching that Cinnamon Toast Crunch car. I'm going to go back there and check on Mr. Michael Taylor. Michael Taylor is down 5 positions, riding around in the 8th position. Doesn't have any competitors to really challenge him for position, but he is trying to make his way up to Chase Greer. Chase Greer in that 4th car, dropping down to 7th. He was the biggest mover when the caution restart happened, but now he has fallen back just a little bit, with Michael Taylor trying to make up some time and make up some position. What you seeing now?
Well, Richard, it's about that time in this race where Cinnamon Toast Crunch is going to challenge across the flakes.
Who makes Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Is that Kellogg's?
I don't know. Hold on, we'll find out.
Well, either way, that's going to be a pretty good battle. But we do have a new leader once again. And it looks like the 3 of Robert Gray, he is going to be able to take the lead over from Ray Courtney. Ray Courtney was doing a good job, but he has now fell back to about a second. So Robert Gray's car has now come in. Those tires are heated up, and he has the speed in that number 3 to pretty much lead the pack. He is looking to be in his own zip code tonight and take home a win. Still a lot of racing left to do, about 47 laps left to go, and so anything can happen as this pack back here is right there, nose to tail from, it looks like 3rd all the way back to Michael Taylor. So from 3rd all the way back to 8th, you got pretty much a lot of cars.
Yep. And in case you didn't notice, the General Mills Cinnamon Toast Crunch car is now in 3rd.
General Mills. All right, so General Mills versus Paul. Well, Jesse Singleton back here in 10th. He still got Lucy right there behind him. They have been battling it out all night long. Jesse Singleton has made it all the way up to the top, and he has fallen back, maybe due to tire strategy or whatnot, but this could be a pretty good strategy for him. We're going to go full screen just for a little bit.
All right.
But Jesse Singleton has that 54 right there in front of him. Now he's going to take a trip to the inside, coming into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. He is going to have the inside. He's got the position as of right now, but Billy Davison is going to fight right back. This is a pretty good battle for the 9th position. Billy Davison doesn't want to give it up very easy as they come across the start-finish line. It is still going to be Billy Davison's position, but here comes Jesse Singleton. He is going to be looking to the low lane. He's got about a half a car on the 54. Is he going to be able to make the slide job? He just barely does, but the 54 is going to look back to the inside and possibly take that position back over on the bottom. 54 could not get the momentum coming off in turn number 4 to really take his position over, so it's going to be Jesse Singleton's position to take. He's got Michael Taylor in his sights. Michael Taylor was up towards the lead pack, which is going to be the end of that lead pack is going to be the 40 of Chase Greer, and he has fallen back quite a ways, but Jesse Singleton is looking to make him move around Michael Taylor. He is calling him quick, fast, and in a hurry, and I'm thinking by turn number 1, he is going to be right there side by side with that 98. What you think?
And 111 trying to stay in front of the Frosted Flakes.
That is a pretty good battle indeed.
Not just because of the serials, these drivers are definitely making it a good one tonight.
Yeah, how long can Sean Anderson stay behind Peter Stewart is definitely time will tell, but they're side by side as of right now. Jesse Singleton was able to make it around the 98 of Michael Taylor to the 9th position. Jesse Singleton is going to move up to the 8th position. Now he's got Willie Everingham in his sights, but he's got a little bit of work to do as these guys have probably, let me see, let's bring it up the top. I'm going to say about 2 seconds on Jesse Singleton, so he's got a little bit of work to do to make up that time, and there we go. So Singleton is, oh no, he's got about a second and a half. So not too bad. He can't make up that time. He might have been back there saving those tires, as we've only seen one incident caution. So, you know, a lot of these guys have that strategy in mind. Save those tires for later. Save that fuel. Go longer. and have the tires at the end of the race when it really matters. Robert Gray has has pretty much checked out to about 2.83 seconds, and before we saw the caution and the green flag pit stops, he was out quite a ways. I've seen him up to 4.8 seconds ahead of the pack. So, you know, these guys back here racing for it have got a lot of work to do. As we see Sean Anderson, he is going to be challenging that 99 of Ray Courtney. Ray Courtney going to be on the high side, not able to keep that position, but he might have a little bit of momentum coming off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. He's got about a half a car on the 14. Still going to ride that high line, and I saw a lap down car. I don't know exactly who that was. Did not cause any problems. Only 2 cars, you know, not on the lead lap, and that is going to be the 13 and the 74. 74 is going to be 15 laps down. 13 is going to be 4 laps down. And there you see there's the 74 right there, still hanging in there. You know, even though he has laps down, probably had to get some of that damage fixed because it was affecting the handling of that race car. So he is going to let the 22 of Jack Neumacher right on by. Jack has a little bit of catching up to do, as he is about 5 seconds back from the 63 of Lucy Neumacher, and she is right there with Mr. Michael Taylor, trying to take over the position from him. So let's see how this battle heats up, and let's go through the field, see if we can find any other good battle. There is Jesse Singleton right around in 8th, and there is Willie Evernham. He is riding around in 7th, and there is General Mills Cinnamon Toast Crunch, 111 of Peter Stewart riding around in 6th. Chase Greer, still one of the biggest movers of the race. He is right there in the top 5. Zach Stevens is falling back down to 4th. Ray Courtney riding around in 3rd. Not a bad job by him tonight. He allowed Sean Anderson just a few laps ago to take over the 2nd position. So you got Robert Gray and Sean Anderson pretty much right out front. These are 2 our teammates. Or no, they're not teammates. I'm sorry. Zach Stevens is What about you, Ms. Amanda? Do you see anything happening on the track that you'd like to call?
Sitting here watching the 40 and the 47 at the current moment.
That looks like it's starting to heat up just a little bit, and it looks like we have green flag pit stops starting to take place, and it looks like we got the 54, 63, 22, and the 13 in, and it looks like the 13 is going to be down and away. 54 down and away, 111 down and away, and
Looks like we got
63 is going to be down and away. And along with the 22. We'll have to keep an eye on this, as we saw a little bit of havoc happen last time we had green flag pit stops. And it looks like Chase Greer, he is going to bring his car down. Ooh, and it looks like the 51 almost had an incident coming down pit road, but he was able to keep it straight. And him and Chase Greer are going to be nose to tail coming into the pits. So make sure nobody got a black flag. You don't want a black flag, especially under green flag pit stops. That's just catastrophic, and you don't want to have to back up. Wow, my audio just got really loud.
Well, on my end, you keep, like, I hear you, and then I don't hear you, and I hear you, and I don't hear you.
Well, Ray Courtney is going to be able to take the lead back over, as he is going to stay out a couple more, or a lap or so more. Looks like Zach Stevens is going to be Oh no, that's going to be bad. He's going to lose a little bit of time, because Zach Stevens had to back up in the pits, and that's something that you don't want to do. We got Robert Gray, he is going to be down and away, and Ray Courtney is going to be bringing his car down pit road. And Michael Taylor is going to be able to
to take over the lead. Now, this could be a really good strategy by Michael Taylor. Now, if something were to happen and the caution does come out, he is going to be the only car on the lead lap until somebody gets their lap back the hard way, or unless he pits before something happens. That is a horrible view of pit road.
What do you? I was gonna say, what are you looking at?
So the view that over on, you see these box trucks, and they literally look like
Oh Lord.
box. Down the road, it looks like Michael Taylor is going to bring his car down for service.
Looks like the 74 used his fast repair to fix all those dents from earlier. Number 3 is playing peekaboo again.
I definitely saw that Michael Taylor was down and away, and he is going to be dropping positions very quick after the hurry, but he's going to be on the freshest tires for the other car. Now, 29 laps left to go, so he can make it to the end. Question is, can everybody else? Sean Anderson came out in second and holding on. Willie Evans is going to be right in third. Jesse Singleton, he did a really good job. I thought he was going to be caught speeding at one of those times. Right around in fourth. So he is putting make some positions up 6 spots from where he's trying to go right there on his heels. In the fifth position. Ray Courtney falls back to sixth.
I was looking to see if the 14 of Sean Anderson used his fast repair to fix it.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. That one affected me.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Looks like there's something wrong with it. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's the stripes. Maybe it's because I don't like cross. Maybe it's because I don't like cross the plates. Back here, where we got the 99 Ray Courtney, we got a little bit of a hive in the 47, so this is chrome horn. So Ray Courtney to move.
I don't know if you told him to move because he just helped him, man. He helped him move up.
I don't know. Zach Stevens got real close, and then Ray Courtney took off real quick.
They took off like a rocket and, pretty much left Chase Greer in the dust. Jesse Singleton, he is dropping way back. And he is falling because now he is to 54. Billy Dennison is taking over the 8th spot. But he's going to fight right back on that outside, side by side for the 8th position. So this is a really good battle right here, right now.
I don't know, Richard. Mine doesn't show.
We have 24 laps to go. Laps to go. Not a lot of incident cautions. This man right here has been out front, but he does have somebody lurking in the shadows, and that is going to be Sean Anderson in that number 14 Frosted Flakes. Willie Evernham, he is about 4 seconds back, and he's got Ray Courtney catching up pretty quick.
Which one? I just saw saw that. That's not very fair. I don't have that. Well, you know what? Hook me up.
I'm trying to get you
No, it's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna help me right now.
Well, looks like Billy Davidson is about to have Lucy Newmarker now lurking in the mirror of Billy Davidson, and this is going to be for that ninth position. Billy Davidson was just challenging the 51 for the position, but Billy wasn't able to get there. Now Lucy is going to take a try at the 54 and up to him as they come out of turn number 4. She is slowly but surely creeping up to that Tesla ride. And funny, it says Tesla on it, but it's not very quiet. He must have one of those speakers.
Do what? No, I did not fade out again.
I said that Tesla that because it is electric.
Probably. It's your sound that keeps blinking on my end.
I don't think it's my sound. I don't think it might be your headset.
What? Well, I
I'm
checked.
actually thinking because I have not. If it was my sound,
I
it would
checked
drop out.
all
It
of my
would drop
settings.
out on the stream, and it has not.
Yours or mine?
Mine
Oh.
Oh, we
'Cause
got
that-
something
like-
in the wall, and that is going to be, I think that's a 74. 74 is going to be in the wall, and he's going to be loose.
Don't say the Cinnamon Toast Crunch car.
No, I said it's 74. That's what I meant.
Oh.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. He is going to take his car down to the apron and let everybody safely by. But he is throwing sparks on that wall, and he's going to allow Courtney and Stevens right on by, but they are battling for position, and it looks like the 47 is going to try to take it on the inside, not going to be able to get there as they cross over the start-finish line. They are going to be pretty much nose and tail with 18 laps to go. They are trying to catch these two right here, and that is going to be Sean Anderson and Robert Gray. Robert Gray has been dominant all night. Once he got his car out front, he is pretty much stayed there, with the exception of the green flag pit stops, where he did give up the lead for a short time, and now he is trying to take it back. But Sean Anderson has a little bit to say about him leading the most laps. Even though he has led the most laps, Sean Anderson wants to win. Win is more important. Well, leading a lot of laps is important, but I think Sean Anderson thinks winning is more important here tonight, and he is slowly but surely tracking down that number 3 of Robert Gray. Well, let's go to the what he has before the end, but he is making them time. He is only getting about 14 of a second back from Robert Gray. Number 3 and number 4. There's the battle for the 3rd position. It looks like Zach Stevens and Ray Courtney, they are going to be battling once again with the laps winding down. It is anybody's position for that third spot. Looks like 47 is going to drop down to the bottom. He is going to ride a little bit lower than the 99. He has a really good run. He's going to look to the inside. 99 is going to be right there. 47 gets a little bit loose, but he's back on the gas, and they're going to be side by side as they cross the start-finish line with 14 laps to go. Side by side going into turn number 1. They are going to be door to door, neck to neck. And I don't like that view right now. There it is, coming out of turn number 2. It looks like the 99 had the advantage on the top side, so the 47 is going to just tuck in behind him and try again another lap. They're coming to 13 laps to go. There is Zach Stevens. He's going to try the high line this time. Is he going to be able to get there?
not quite. So now he's going to use a little bit of momentum, tuck it in right back behind the 99. So not able to get there this time. 13 laps to go. Still has plenty of time to try to pull off a maneuver. And we're going to go back towards the back end. It looks like Chase Greer has Willie Everingham. He is going to be back there trying to catch up Willie, trying to get himself a top 5. He has ridden up front for most of the race. He fell back a couple times, but hanging in there. Chase Greer doing a really good job. Up 6 positions. He is one of the biggest movers. Robert Greer is the second. They were both up 6 positions from where they started in this race. Peter Stewart not doing too bad. He is down 5 positions, but still hanging out in the top 5. Justin Singleton trying to catch that 111 Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but not able to get there this time. But Billy Davis is stalking the 51 to take over that 8th position. Still has a little bit of time to get there. There's not much depth into it. He's still about a half a second between Davison and Singleton. So can Davison make that gap up? We shall see. Still a lot of racing. You could see a late caution as we have about 10 laps left to go, or 11 laps to go. Just like Lucy Schumacher has fell back quite a ways. She doesn't have anybody around to challenge her, and I don't know if Taylor has enough tires left to take over that 10th position. Jack Nudemacher riding around all by himself. You know, sounds like he might be bringing home a 12th place finish unless some kind of chaos happens with within these 10 laps. Might not be the best finish for that 22 car. And I think I lost Mr. Matt again.
Are you there, Richard?
Yeah, I am here.
I might switch out headsets because for some reason it's blinking out bad. Even the car sounds are blinking out now.
Yep. The wired headset might be
right. Sounds like too much work.
Too much work.
Yeah, that sounds too much like work.
Well, 9 laps to go.
Well, I'm gonna swap out headsets while you handle this, but definitely keep an eye on the 51 and the 54.
Oh yeah, Billy Davison has caught up to the 51, and 51 probably going to lose a position here and lose it to Billy Davison. But the 51 and Jesse Singleton, he is trying to hold on with everything he got as the high line. That is the preferred line. Is he going to make Billy Davison use up those tires and try to make that pass? We shall see with only 8 laps left to go, coming to 7 to go. He's going to try the bottom side one more time. Is he going to be able to get there? As we've seen, the Highline has the momentum coming out of turn number 4. It looks like it's going to be all 51 for that 8th position. Billy Davison is going to have plenty of time to try it once again with 7 laps to try. And we will go, depending on what screen she is on, we'll see what screen she is on. And she is on the same battle, so we'll let that battle play out. We'll go through the field and see how our leaders are doing. Robert Gray has extended his lead out to about 2.1 seconds over Anderson. Anderson was trying to make up some time, but he was within about a half a second, but he is falling back fast. And Ray Courtney, he is going about 5 seconds back from Anderson. So Anderson not in jeopardy of losing that second position, but Ray Courtney still has Zach Stevens right there behind him with only about 5 laps left to go in the race. Coming to 4, not a lot of time. So does Stevens have enough time to get to Courtney? I don't believe he will, but we'll see what happens. Still, anything can happen with these late cautions. If a late caution were to fly. And it looks like Stevens is going to be way up towards the wall, and he is going to brush it just a little bit, so he is going to lose a little bit more time, and that's going to allow Chase Greer to catch up to him just a little bit. It looks like the 19 may have had a little bit of trouble also coming out of turn number 2, and he's got a little bit of right side damage, and that's going to allow Peter Stewart to close in on that 19. Maybe see a little bit of position changes coming here later on, and we're going to, since Amanda's on that car, we're going to go back to see if Zach Stevens
is able to recover well, and yes, he is. We'll go back and look. Here is that battle there. You got the 51 that was able to, I'm sorry, you got the 54 that was able to take over the position from Jesse Singleton. So back to the ninth. Lucy still trying to push him to the rest of that field with only 2 laps left to go. It's going to be anybody's race. Well, actually, no, it's probably going to be Robert Gray's race. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, 3 laps left to go in the race. And now there's 2. Sean Anderson still about 2.2 seconds back from Robert Gray. Doesn't have enough time to catch him, and 5 seconds back to Ray Courtney. Courtney is in pretty good shape. His nearest competitor is going to be Zach Stevens. Zach Stevens did touch the ball a little bit, so he does not have enough time to make up that 2 seconds. Chase Greer trying to close in that gap. He is about 9/10 of a second back now, about a second back from Zach Stevens. I don't know if he's going to have enough time as the white flag is out. There it is. And Robert Gray going to probably bring this one home as long as he doesn't mess up in turn number 3 and 4. And here we go. We'll go side by side so we can watch the leader. So Robert Gray is going to take home a win tonight here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Sean Anderson is going to be bringing home 3rd. Looks like Ray Courtney. Sean Anderson is going to be bringing home 2nd. Ray Courtney is going to be bringing home 3rd. 4th is going to be Mr. Zach Stevens. 5th is going to be Mr. Chase Greer. 5th is going to be the 111 of Peter Stewart. Willie Everham is going to bring home 7th. 8th is going to be Billy Davison. Just give me a moment. I'll get you your final grid. And then we will talk to our race finishers. All right, final race results is going to be Robert Gray taking home the win tonight here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Sean Anderson is going to be bringing home a 2nd place. Ray Courtney is going to be bringing home 3rd. Zach Stevens is going to be coming in 4th. 5th is going to belong to Chase Greer. 6th is going to be Mr. Peter Stewart. 7th is going to be Willie Evernham. 8th is going to be Mr. Billy Davison. 9th is going to be Mr. Jesse Singleton. 10th is going to be Lucy Nudemacher. Sorry. Michael Taylor is going to be bringing home 11th. 12th is going to be Jack Nudemacher. Ron Fenton is going to be bringing home 13th, and Jeffrey Rudick is going to be bringing home 14th. Matt Mingo was not able to make the start, so he will be bringing home 15th tonight. All right, that is going to be our finishing order for this evening. Now let's see if we can catch up with our winners. I wonder if Miss Amanda has fixed her audio issues. Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so it's mostly fixed.
Mostly fixed, all right.
Mostly fixed.
Still going in and out?
Yeah, it still goes in and out. It's weird. Might be time for a new headset.
Might be. All right, we're going to try to track down Mr. Courtney, and looks like Sean Anderson has made it in the booth, and there is Mr. Ray. See if I can. Get him up in the booth.
Mr. Courtney, this is Richard and Amanda up in the booth. You got a copy.
Hello.
What's happening, man? Well, bringing home a third place finish here at Charlotte. That's not a bad night. Tell us how your night went.
There you go. It kind of cut out there.
See, it's not just me.
I said bringing home a top 3 finish, you know, is not a bad night. You know, tell us how your night went.
I started off in first. I don't know. I had pretty good short run pace there at the start of the race. And then I kind of went downhill. I was debating on parking the car because I just wasn't really feeling in the mood. But I don't know. I started talking to my teammate, kept going, and managed to pull out third.
Yeah, you definitely had that short run speed, and you know, we were trying to figure out if it was the track or just the combination of the line and tires that was causing you to lose that speed. But man, you did really well. You started the race in the front, and you pretty much finished up front. You put on some pretty good battles towards with everybody, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what I was doing wrong towards the end of the runs. I thought I was pretty much saving the entire time, but Robert had great late run speed.
Well, one caution, you know, well, pretty much 2 cautions, you know, 1 incident caution and you know, stage break is that something that may have played a factor. You know, if you would have saw more cautions, could you have kept your car up front, you think?
Yeah, probably if I got on that last set of tires, I could have did a quick pull away. But green flag racing's fun too.
Absolutely. And next week you have 125 laps at Iowa. That is a very fun track. It has a lot of it's a multi-groove track. You got the high line and low line.
I actually do not own Iowa yet, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, you got 125 laps, 3 sets of tires, and a stage break at lap 30. So it should be a pretty fun race. These cars are actually pretty fun there. So man, I go get it, put you a couple laps in, and man, I can't wait to see.
Cutting out again, Richard.
Am I cutting out again? Oh Lord.
Yep. See, and you said it was me.
See, that's crazy. I don't know. Well,
Trying to put together what you're saying here.
oh, I was just saying, you know, it's a very fun track to race. So go get that track, put in a couple laps, and man, I hope to see you on the podium once again next week.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, we'll let you get down there and celebrate, and we'll catch you later.
Yep. See ya.
All right. So next will be Mr. Sean Anderson. I'll let you take that interview if you'd like.
I can. Is your sound gonna stay consistent?
So, like I said, it's not cutting out on the stream, so I don't understand what's going on. So
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's good to know that it's
Okay.
not just me. So, Sean Anderson, second place finisher.
Yep, he is up in the booth.
Alright. Sean, you got Richard and Amanda in the booth. You got a copy.
I get you guys.
Hey, so top 3 finish tonight. How was the race overall for you?
It was alright. It was kind of up and down. I kind of made a mistake when I took 4 tires before the stage break there. I think everyone else took fuel only. So when we came out for that last caution after the stage break, I had to take... I took 4 tires before that. I took fuel only there. And then everyone kind of drove past me, and that put me in kind of a hole. And then I don't know if I came up on the track a little bit when I got in that accident there, but that kind of put me in another hole when that happened too. But luckily I was able to get a decent finish out of it. Robert was definitely the fastest car tonight. He had a very good car, and congrats to him. He deserved it.
Well, even with your setbacks, you still managed to come out in second place tonight.
Yeah,
And
that's good. I'm happy with that. I should be able to keep some decent points from that finish, hopefully.
And you managed to skip all the wrecks tonight, correct?
No, I was in one of
No.
the wrecks. I was coming off
Okay.
pit road and got involved in one.
That's right, you're Frosted Flakes.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that one. That's
Yeah, that was a big wreck.
that was pretty wicked. Your car flew in that one. So
Yeah, I
I
didn't
take
e-
it back. You did not manage to make it unscathed tonight.
Nope, I didn't even see it coming. All of a sudden, the car just started flipping. And I didn't even see it coming, just out of nowhere.
That was a pretty wild wreck. Well, you know, with the podium finish comes all those shout outs that you get.
The first shout out I'd like to make to Jeff Rudick, aka Rudicky. He's the one I was involved in that wreck with, which I don't know if it was my fault or his, but it is what it is. Second one is to Matt Shaw, the parts manager we work with. I know he always watches, so thanks for watching us. And last one's to Robert. He had the fastest car tonight, and congrats to him on the win. Hopefully we can battle some more throughout the season.
Absolutely. Well, you do have Iowa next week, and it is pretty much a short track racing. You know, like I was telling Ray, you know, in Multi Groove, you know, how are you feeling about that?
I've never ran these cars at Iowa before, so that should be interesting. I've run trucks there, a few Xfinity races, and that's pretty much it. So I feel like I'm okay at short tracks, so I should hopefully come out of there with the top 3 or 5 is my goal.
Well, absolutely. Well, that is going to be your next track, so definitely get prepared, and we will see you next week.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you then. And as always, great job in the broadcast booth.
We appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Well, it is time to bring up our winner, and actually, he is one of the biggest movers, and that is going to be Mr. Robert Gray. And then we'll hear a little bit from Mr. Chase Greer, because he was a big mover too. So we got two big movers of the race that is going to be the winner. And let's bring him up to the booth and let him tell his side of this story. Mr. Robert Gray, this is Richard Amano up in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, buddy?
Well, you made it happen. You brought home a win here tonight at Charlotte. You made it look really easy. The flames on that car were definitely on fire. Man, tell us how your race went.
A lot better than I thought. Spent about 15 minutes practicing this morning. Watched a video, did some research, and it just worked out. Pretty much from lap 10 on a run to lap 25, I was completely pulling away from everybody. From lap 25 onward, people were catching me. If me and Sean were coming down together at the end, he would have definitely won, because I fried my tires trying to get away from him. He had an awesome car. Zach was another one who had an awesome car. He just couldn't stop hitting the wall tonight. But no, it worked out really well. First win in ARCA for a league, and pretty happy.
Absolutely. Well, next week you're going to change the tune just a little bit. You're going to have a little bit of short track racing. Iowa, let's see, Ray, he said he doesn't own the track. Sean has never raced the track in the ARCA car. So tell us how you feel about Iowa.
I like short track racing. I've turned a few laps there, but short tracks, it's just basically a mini Richmond almost. So it should be fun. With our series and the series that we ran before, we have a lot of green flag races. So I even bet the short track next week, you're still going to see some green flag runs and everything. So it should work out. And we're going to be doing practicing now Tuesday nights and Friday nights for everybody in the league, so we can actually get people in here more, run more laps, and get used to each other. So I think it's going to be a fun race. Should be competitive, and it should be fun.
Absolutely. Well, with those podium finishes, you know what comes next. You get to give all the shout outs that you want. The floor is yours, my friend.
Oh yeah, really everybody, especially the admin crew that came over with me, everybody that came over from our last series that we were with, but the admins are everything that made this happen. We basically built this in about 20 days and to what it is now, and soon to be the truck series as well. We're bringing that back for Thursday nights. But if it wasn't for everybody here and all the work they do, all the graphics and time and everything, I'm just a one-man band. I just kind of had the vision and everybody else executed. So it's been great, worked out well. If it wasn't for them, this wouldn't be a thing. So shout out to everybody else.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you get down there and celebrate, and we will definitely catch you later.
Awesome. Thank you. Hell of a broadcast tonight to both of you. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to probably bring him up out of the red hauler, and that is going to be Mr. Chase Greer. Let him have a moment of fame. Being a big mover is definitely a big accomplishment. He finished up 6th position. Once again, congratulations to Robert Gray on his first win here in the ARCA Series this season. Mr. Chase Greer, this is Richard Amanda up in the booth. You got a copy.
Hey, what's up, man?
Well, I wanted to bring you up and just give you a shout out. You were one of the biggest movers of the race. You moved up 6 positions. You tied Robert Gray for the biggest mover. So we just wanted to give you a few minutes of fame and let you get a couple shout outs.
Well, thank you. Thanks to my wife. She's pregnant upstairs with 2 kids. And it was a good race. Just tried to take it easy. I think I saved too much there than you did. I have a shot at the leader, but Robert and Sean were by far the fastest. But, thanks for doing the broadcast. Thanks for everybody who watched. It was a fun race.
Absolutely. We definitely enjoyed it. Can't wait to see what happens at Iowa next week. But we'll let you get back down there to the hauler and let y'all give penalties if there are any.
Sounds good, bud. You have a good night.
All right, you too. All right, well, that concludes our Charlotte race with 4 wide racing league, the ARCA series. Definitely a good race. Not a lot of cautions, but a lot of good battles here and there. So we have Iowa next week. That should be very entertaining, as that, like you said, that's pretty much like a mini Richmond. So it should be pretty interesting. These cars are very unpredictable there. You got some different track transitions going from a light embankment to a flat surface, and it's kind of bumpy in the middle of the track. So that should be a pretty good race, as we have 125 laps there next week. Once again, that is going to be a Sunday. Starts at 9 o'clock Eastern time, so make sure y'all tune in. We appreciate everybody that tuned in, gave us those likes, gave us those follows. We really appreciate it, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to interact. Was not able to get my chat up because of the way I had to set up my screen tonight. So I'm very sorry. Usually I chat with the Facebook, the Twitch, and the YouTube. So sorry about that, but we will make that better next time, as I'm going to be doing a little bit of screen swaps to just see if I can make that better. But on behalf of myself, Amanda, Southern Broadcast Gaming Network, we hope you all have a good night, a safe work weekend, and we will catch y'all later. Miss Amanda, you got anything?
I do not, Richard.
All right. Well, we will shut it down. We hope to see y'all next time.